Thanks again for stopping by the stand. What we wanted to do today was give you a couple of quick ideas of how you can start to use Google Apps in a kind of a collaborative fashion in the classroom. So one of the things that we've seen a lot of people use is Drive. So if you're familiar with Google Drive, it's a place where you can store all of your documents, your file types, all in one place that are accessible from any device, anywhere. So really easy way to make sure that you continuously get access to your documents regardless of what platform you're on. So what I was going to do today was plan a little road trip. All right? So first step, I'm going to open up a document. Document I'm going to call road trip. So this is something I'm going to do with the class. So the next thing I'm going to do is start to share this out. So I'm going to call in everybody that's in year 7. So just using a Google group, shared that with year 7. So everybody in that Google group now has access to that document. But I don't want them to edit it just yet. So I want them just to be able to comment on it. So now they have access to the document. They can't edit any of the text I'm going to put in. They are able to now access that document and comment on it. So what a comment basically looks like is this. You can add in a comment over here which will say, needs more detail. So that person now can write back to the next person and say, for example, saying, I don't know, but ask Grania. Grania now will get an email in her inbox, which will give her the contents of road trip, the name of the document itself, and also this thread that's going on. So without actually having to go into the document themselves, straight from their inbox, they're right able to contribute and to add people in. This starts to become a project management document. So let's say, for example, Grania then says, I just did exactly what you asked. I'm now going to define it. I'm quite happy to be able to resolve this. So I'm going to define what a road trip means. So a couple of ways I could do this. I could obviously go into one of the many search engines that are out there and have a look and see what sort of tools are available to do it. Or I could use what's called the research tool. So directly from within the document, I've highlighted the text road trip. I can then go in here, and straight away it's giving me a film that apparently was out, which is called road trip. So one of the things that I might like to do is show my classmates that this was actually a film about this already. And straight away, dragging and dropping instantly, straight in. Because the entire class is looking at this, really, really straightforward, very, very easy to do. I also might want to put in the code for this. I say, this is, I want to insert that link. So directly in there is a link to the review of that film. So they, for homework, they actually have to go off and watch the trailer for this so they actually know what the concept of a road trip. I might also want to then work out what, at the bottom here, what the sort of things you might want to bring on a road trip. So let's see. Road trip, what are we going to call it? Road trip must-haves. So again, same concept. You can either copy and paste it directly in here. So you've started off your road trip. You then start getting your list of there we go, must-haves for road trips. So we've got, that is a great link in there. We're also going to cite it to make sure that we know where that actually came from. So if anybody wants to go back and look at that at a later stage. So now we've started the road trip. Now we need to work out where we're going. So one of the ways we could do this is by using Google Maps. So we go into Google Maps. We have a look at Windsor, UK, because we're doing this road trip with the Queen. So we're going straight from Windsor, UK, and we're going to go directions to the, let's see, where do we go? We'll go to the Louvre. Louvre, Paris. Typing in front of a group of people is always a little bit challenging. Wrong way around, so let's just navigate that. Right, so straight off the bat, we've got something that started off as being really, really basic. Now you can start to bring in the various other aspects, the various other subjects, that this could be a project that you work across maths, for example. Well, how could this actually make How could you work this with with maths, for example? Well, you could say, I know exactly how long it's going to take, 308. I want to work out what that average speed is. Pretty simple formula to do. But again, one of the little projects you could do. You could also say, we're going to actually do this as a cycling trip. And I want to work out exactly how long it's going to take to get there by foot or by bus or the various other aspects of ways that you'd actually travel from Windsor to the Louvre in Paris. Then the next stage might be something along the lines of, when I get to Paris, what does the Louvre actually look like? How do we actually start to look at that in Google Earth? So you can jump straight into Paris here. You can work out where the Louvre is, which is right there. And you can drag the little fellow across. So you show them what the Louvre looks like in advance. You've got a couple of pictures you can start to add into your various different documents. Then maybe this is actually a road trip that you're going to do maybe 3 or 4 months later. What you might want to do now is ask each of the students to write what they think the Louvre is going to look like. From what they've read online, what are they actually going to do? So they can start to set up a document, share that, or even better, what they might want to do is create a website. So Google Site, again, these tools are designed to basically, if you can send an email, if you can write a document, you can set up a site. So I'm going to create a site in under 10 seconds, hopefully. The only thing that's going to let me down is going to be my pathetic typing skills. But we're going to create that site. Site is now created. Same sharing permissions go across every single Google app that you have. So Google Docs, Google Spreadsheets, Google Presentations, all have the exact same permissions. So it's familiar to people. They know that they can add in year 7 here, for example, to start this, or they can add in Grania or whoever else is going to be working on this particular document. Or for the moment, actually, I might want to just keep it to myself. So straight away, you now have a document from a project management perspective which links in various different subjects. You've got an actual website that you've built, and this is all in the space of a 45-minute class easily. But the key thing is you've managed to engage with every single student in the classroom. They're actually working the same document together, and they don't need to have a particular piece of software. So that's the first one. Devin is up next, and she's going to go and give you a little bit more of a demo slam. Thank you.
Let's see. All right. Hi, everyone. So my demo actually comes from a student, what they taught me. And so it comes from, they were working on a project about the largest urban populations in the UK. So let me search for that. And so the source that they gave me was Wikipedia, which I'm not really sure if that's the greatest source to be citing. But so if we scroll down, you can see the list of the most populous urban areas. And so I know I've tried to copy and paste charts like this, and the formatting gets all off when you try and put in a Word document or into Excel. But if you use Google Sheets, which is just like this, like a spreadsheet, you can actually import this table directly into a spreadsheet. So let me show you how to do that. So you can go in here and create a new spreadsheet right here. And then within the spreadsheet, the way we're going to do it is we're going to use a formula. So when I type in equals right here, I start typing import, and I will import HTML is the one I want to use. So I will get the web address right here, put it into my spreadsheet, pull up my spreadsheet, paste that in there. Let's see. Oh. Sorry, UK keyboard, just close the quotation mark. Perfect. Okay, so then I will do, clearly found. All right. The next is I'll type in table because that's what I'm importing. And then I know that that table is the second one on the page, so I type in a 2, close my quotation marks, and then close my parenthesis. When I click enter, voila. So there's all the information that came directly from this website and was imported right into my Excel spreadsheet or my Google spreadsheet, and you can see that it gives me the source as well. So it came from Wikipedia, and then the coolest thing is from here, how Google Spreadsheets is so user friendly. I can highlight. Let's see, just highlight a few of these right here. Go to Insert. I can insert a chart. And let's do a pie chart. So you can see it's already labeled for me. Just click Insert, and there you go. So saves so much time. I know when I was in school, I wish I had this, and it was a cool thing that one of our students actually shared with me. So, and then there's a number of different formulas that you can do within Google Spreadsheets as well, just to make your life easier. So let's see. Grania, did you have a demo that you wanted to do? Or are we approaching time? Demo slam? Or are we finished? We'll finish? Oh, yeah.
And I'll do a hangout and
Oh,
just
cool.
answer.
Yeah.
Cool. So what I'm going to show you very quickly is I'm going to log into Google Hangouts. This is something that any kid over 13 years of age can use. So very, very easy. So let me just see, for example, I'm working on a document. Sorry, typing one-handed isn't my forte. So I log in to my Google account. And let me see, I want to start a hangout with Devon because we're working on a project together, and it'd be really useful for me to actually work with her, to talk to her about this project. So let me see here. Let me type in. This is me. Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang out. And hopefully that should show up on Devon's phone in a second. And what will happen then is, at the same time, I'm going to pull up the document that we're working on because I don't want to be jumping backwards and forwards. So I'm going to click on the spreadsheet that Devon just showed you earlier. It's the first of the list because that was the latest one that we were working on. So here's the presentation that's just popped up. So let me just see here. Has that invited you? So let me maybe just, I might have put in the wrong one. There we go. Lovely. And I'm going to hang out with Devon. So the best thing about Google Hangouts is not only can I invite people to come and work with me and share different, work on different things together, is that we can also use the particular, look at the exact documents that we're working on while also chatting together at the same time. So it looks like Devon is just about to join me. Probably 3G network is probably not the best thing yet. You're not showing up just yet, but we'll get you in a second. The best thing is though then not only can we work on the document, but if I want to show Devon something on my screen, I can screen share with her, so I can show her exactly what I'm looking at on my screen. So it brings in, you can imagine all the different things that you can do on this. Not only can I work with colleagues, but I can also use this, for example, to talk to anyone who's maybe in a different school, or imagine if you had a student who was sick at home and they could just dial in and follow the lesson from home. So this is it just shows you a really quick example of all the really cool things that you can do with Google Hangouts. Cool. Anyone else up? Does any teacher have any demo slam ideas? Any cool things that they use with Google Apps that they would want to demo? No? Think about them. We're going to be running demo slams throughout every single day. So if you've got a really cool idea, come up and challenge us and show us how you use Google in a much better way than we have ever thought about. Cool. Thank you very much. If all of our sessions will be recording and we'll be putting up on a YouTube channel. So if you want to get some of those, make sure you get your badge scanned. So find someone with a scanner and we can send you all the information. Thank you.